Alright folks, had a request on the channel to do a little bit more news about the tractor, and thought I'd do a walk around and show you my mods. So the first mod that you're seeing here is the snowplow conversion. This was is a Meyer plow. It was pretty beat up, but was able to restore it. Used a universal plate there, added some reinforcement to it, cut down the yoke. Added some new springs, had everything sandblasted, painted up, works really good, and took this design almost verbatim from a plow conversion that Paul Short did. You can see it on his YouTube channel there as well. But one of the things that he really recommended was these shoes on the bottom here, and I'll tell you, they've worked out great. So thanks, Paul, for that. Let's see what else we have. Let's go on up to the engine compartment, because there is one mod inside here. That's that Denali power hub that you're seeing there. It's a great little product. It's actually an extra fuse block, and one of the things I liked about it is it came with an option where you could have it run off of your key switch on, or you could have them run hot all the time. Just depending upon how you put the fuse in. So that was kind of a nice addition, and it helps to support all the extra things that I put in. Another one, if I go down here, is my air horn. So had that put in there, and that's worked really well as well. I can see I've got a little dirt there on my screen, and I'll be cleaning that out here. Well, let's keep going around. The next one you'll come to is these rear view mirrors. Nice little golf cart mirrors, and I'll tell you what, work really nice. I do occasionally ride out on the road, and sure helps to be able to see what's going on behind me. So I'm going to keep moving around the back of the tractor, and the next thing we'll come to is my toolbox. So this one was my own design. Wanted to leverage the holes that were already there, so I took a piece of angle iron. That's a 2x3 angle iron, and just shaped it around the ROPS and put it on there as a mounting spot. Found this nice Kubota toolbox and mounted that on top of that angle iron, and put some reflectors on it, and works great. I did have to extend my slow moving sign out a little bit, but that's all right. That wasn't hard at all. All right, the next mod that we have here is that blue device right there, and that's my backup beeper. It is connected to the hydrostatic pedal, and there's a little switch underneath there, so when I press on the reverse, it goes ahead and lets off a pretty loud beep, letting people know that I'm coming. All right, I'm going to take you up here on top of the ROPS, and yep, you guessed it, LED lights. Those have been working out really nice, especially when I do snow plowing at night. Those help out a ton. So let's take you into the driver's compartment here and show you a few things. So the first one is the horn button. So that's where I ended up putting it, right on the column there. It works out nice. It's handy, and that works good for me. On the left of the hazard switch is a switch that I put in to turn the backup beeper on and off. Sometimes it's just not appropriate to have it on, and so I went ahead and did that so I can cancel it if need be. So I'm going to take you down over here, and that is a 12 volt accessory, power accessory. So if I'm out in the woods and want to bring my cell phone charger with me, or anything that needs charging, I can go ahead and do that. Works out really nice. And then up here, those are the switches that I put in for the LED lights. One switch for the front facing, and the other switch for the rear facing. And up here on the steering, I just added a couple of knobs up there. End up using those pretty much all the time as I'm out mowing or snow plowing or whatever it might be. So let's see, what else do we have? Come over here, we got the mirror on this side. By the way, all I did there is I took a piece of angle iron, tapped into the support there for the FEL, and then use that to mount the mirrors on. All right, now my last mod, probably one of the more controversial ones, but I'll tell you, it's worked out great for me. These are tires that I siped. So these are the factory tires, and I went ahead and added an extra groove on each of the lugs. And if we go to the back, the rear ones, yeah, they're a little bit dirty, but that's all right. The tractor gets used. You can see I put sipes in all those as well. And that has added a ton of traction. You wouldn't believe how much added traction I get, especially out in the snow. Now the tires in the rear are filled. I typically have my back blade on the back to add a little bit more weight, but I'll tell you, even with all that, I used to slip and slide around a little bit, but ever since I did this siping, I mean, it's got to be really, really icy for me to be moving around, but otherwise, works out really good. That's about it, folks. Those are my mods that I've done so far. Not sure I'm going to do much more. I'm actually looking to get a cab model. A lot more opportunity to do mods on the cab models. So there's a tractor. Oh yeah, I never said what it was. This is a Kubota 3540, 35 horsepower. There it is underneath there, L3540. It's the Grand L series, and it's been a great tractor. I've got just over 400 hours on it. I just did the 400-hour service on it, and everything is still running and tip-top. In fact, at the Kubota dealer the other day when I was picking up all the fluids and filters for that service, you know, the guy behind the counter commented that, oh, at 400 hours you're just breaking that thing in. And I'll tell you, it's been a great machine. But it gets pretty cold out here in Michigan, and hopefully be able to get a cab model sometime. But that's it. Those are my mods. I hope you enjoyed it.